planting for our hummingbirds.
Absolutely.
Right, so this is it's called a 2-piece. It's a 3-in-1. So what you're getting is 2 different arrangements. Within each arrangement, you have 3 different varieties of your Summerlong Hummingbird Mint Plants. Now, not the edible mint plant for us, but your hummingbirds will have a feast. It's brand new today. $35 gets both home, and they're shipping to you for free. You could give one, keep one. You also have the colors like the bright yellow and the coral, so that's that mixing that gives you these great arrangements. So, Katie, what is a Summerlong Hummingbird Mint Plant?
So, Summerlong refers to the fact that these will bloom their heads off. So we told you in the beginning that perennials, if you remember, are a plant that come back year after year. Annuals give it their all in one season. Well, these, don't tell them, but these perennials think they're an annual. They think they're an annual. We actually at Cottage Farms call these perpetuals because they bloom all season long. Hummingbird Mint is the star of our trial garden. When I am not here on QVC in my off season, I am visiting trial gardens, which means breeders and growers who are testing new plants. And these are always the star of the trial garden because they can take heat, they can take excessive rain, and they continue to bloom. So that's why Summerlong. Now, hummingbird mint, as you said, is this amazing pollinator plant. It's got a fragrance, so yeah, you can smell it. The leaves have like a citrusy fragrance, and the flowers even have a bit of a fragrance too.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like a citrus,
pretty.
like licorice almost.
It's fresh.
It is fresh. Oh, I love it. So that's what's going to attract the pollinators to your garden. But guess who it doesn't attract? The deer and the rabbits.
Okay,
so I know a lot of you have problems with those kinds of wildlife.
I like
coming to your
rabbits,
garden.
but in my house.
Yes.
I have a pet rabbit. Alfie does not make his way to our garden, so
No,
thank you.
But
yeah,
if
so
you,
this is something
if
that
you
they're
put
not
some
as
of this
interested
in his cage, he would not love it because of that scent.
Yeah.
And so the scent is really a powerful detractor.
But it draws in the hummingbirds,
does.
which we love.
Oh my gosh, to see a hummingbird just visiting each of these flowers is so magical.
So do you almost recommend a container near, like on the deck or something, so we can
absolutely.
see it?
Especially because what we've done here with this is a 3-in-1. And so again, at Cottage Farms, we don't want to just give you any old hummingbird mint. We want to give you the ones that are going to bloom like crazy with big, bold color. But what we've done here is we've put 3 different plants in one pot. So I know it says you get 2-piece, but really you're getting 6 plants, actually.
Yeah, they're just like kind of beautifully arranged together.
And I would, because with the design is so stunning, I would put two containers. I know you said share them, and that's very generous of you.
The idea of, okay.
Yeah. Get another set if you're going to share them.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
2 containers by a walkway or where you sit, or even like you said, from drinking tea or coffee inside and being able to look outside.
Okay.
Love it.
Well, this is where almost design and function come together, because not only are they beautiful, but if you did want 2 flanking a walkway, or 2, you know, on alongside of each of the, like I think the couch maybe out on the deck or something like that, or if you have a porch swing, it allows you to then have this place, because once the hummingbirds know where it is, they go back to it. Time after time after time, and then they tell all their friends.
Well, it's amazing. Actually, the research shows that within 5 minutes of planting a pollinator plant, they can show up.
Oh my gosh.
5 minutes. It's like, that is an amazing word of mouth system they have. Twitter, I think, is what it is.
Well, that would make sense for the birds to use Twitter.
Yes.
Or is it Tweeter?
I like Tweeter better.
Yeah, that's what they use.
So it is incredible. And you can see it, you know, how this plant grows. It is tall, like fireworks in the garden.
Okay.
And so these grow to be about,
height.
18 to 24 inches tall. They grow in these long spikes, kind of like the foxglove that we had earlier. That would be beautiful planted together if you picked up the foxglove. But remember, you are getting all 3 of these colors in one pot. You've got the bright coral, the pink, and the yellow.
With 300 now spoken for, a lot of you are grabbing this. You're so smart, not only because we love having the hummingbird plants. And remember, these are going to give you the big blooms like they are an annual, like they only would come once a year. However, they're not. They're going to keep coming back year after year with that long display of blossoms, of flowers through the whole season. They're gonna ship to you for free. Now, it's a little confusing, I know, because we call it a 2-piece, but it's a 3-in-1. Think of it as like you're getting two arrangements.
Yeah.
And within each one, there's 3 different colors. So it looks beautifully designed. You know, like you've had someone come and do landscape design or designed a container for you, and you get all the oohs and ahs from your neighbor. They're beautiful. Now, could I plant them in the ground if I wanted? I know we were talking about container, and that's great.
Yeah.
But you don't have to. You could plant them in the ground.
You could absolutely plant them in the ground. They will look beautiful either way. I do like the idea of 3s, so if you're gonna put them in the ground, maybe get a second set, because kind of like a triangle or diagonal planting, when you're planting things looks pretty, just don't plant them in a row. But because they are a little shorter, 18 to 20 inches tall than other hummingbird mints, they're perfect for containers, and they're not, or if you do garden beds, maybe a little bit towards the middle or the front, unlike some of your other hummingbird mints, which maybe you've put in the back. These are going to be a little shorter. They also make great cut flowers because they're lightly fragrant and they'll be beautiful indoors. But the big story here, Allie, is pollinator plants. You know, people really want to grow something that first looks beautiful. Let's be real. I want my garden to look beautiful. But if it also can do double duty and support pollinators, providing that nectar that they need, and then I get to watch. It's living television at my house.
Good
really.
point.
I mean,
Yeah,
you get to look outside and see butterflies and hummingbirds going from each of these beautiful, like trumpet-like flowers. Can't you just picture their little beak going inside each of those flowers to get the nectar?
And they're such magical creatures.
They really are.
I mean, they're beautiful. And think about, you know, my mom gets so many out on her back deck. So when we sit in the kitchen and have that big sliding glass door window, it's like we can just sit there and watch them. Mother Nature's entertainment. And there's no membership fee. You know, like all the streaming services where it's like, you know, anyways. It's just that $35. These do come back every year, free shipping and handling as well. Over 500 now spoken for, so be sure to grab them. This is the first live plant show of the season. All right, we have a lot of new today. So here's another one.